being a landlord could be amazing. Owning rental properties, being able to produce income passively, that is all great. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the downside, the bad things. And I'm going to go over the three biggest lessons, the three biggest mistakes I have learned from being a landlord and how you can prevent it from making them and how I was able to fix this. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Raul Balufe, and I own a wholesaling real estate business here out of South Florida. And we wholesale hundreds of homes. We also fix and flip between 10 to 20 homes a year. And we also own a big rental portfolio. We do some Airbnbs. And I'm here to make this channel so that you can learn real estate investing the right way. Okay, so now let's get into what were the mistakes and what are the things I've learned. So before we get into that, I'm going with the context of being a landlord is owning a property, buying an investment property. It could be a single family, a multifamily, a mobile home, whatever. And then really having tenants, collecting rent. That is what I'm talking about when it comes to being a landlord. So I just want to get that covered. And we currently have about 20 doors, meaning 20 tenants under our umbrella. And we're rapidly scaling that up to about 30 to 50 this year, which is great. But there's a lot of bad things that come from it. Number one, biggest mistake I've made from being a landlord is not being organized. Not organizing the tenants' information, how much they pay, when their lease is up, if they pay FPL and water, if any repairs or maintenance have been done, not keeping everything organized in a CRM, in a management software. So when you have your first property, your second or your third, you can put it all in a spreadsheet. But when you have 20, 30, 50, 100, 600, you can't really do that anymore. So we currently have it on a spreadsheet, but it's really not enough. We're transferring to a CRM called Buildium. Buildium is a great CRM. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but you can check them out online. I'll probably leave a link below. And it's just a software that you put on all your information. You put the tenant's info, the lease info, and it gives you updates. It's an app. It can be an app on your phone app or on the computer. And it really just keeps everything organized so that you can look in there every week, every month, and just be really organized and say, how much is my tenants paying? When is their lease up? Have they asked for any repairs? What's my exact net cash flow for this property? So I have not been organized for a very long time. And since, probably in the past only year or so, we've gotten really organized in this stuff. So that's my mistake number one. Mistake number two was you not smashing that like button and helping the YouTube gods bless this channel with some more exposure. Back to number two. This one's really granular, but when you start owning a lot of properties, this can make a big difference. So something I've never done, and one of my big mistakes is when the tenants leave my property. Let's say we had it rented them for the year, it's a year lease, the year's up. I'd never check or have my assistant or anybody check the FPL and water bill that was under their name to see if there's any outstanding balances. So what I learned is what some tenants will do is that they'll say, yeah, I'll pay water and electricity, and they'll start paying for a few months, but then they'll stop paying. And sometimes they don't shut off the water and light, the city or whatever. And then when they leave you the bill, right? The lien goes under their name, but ultimately for you to redo that service, they often make you pay. Obviously, it depends which power service you use. It depends which county and city you are with the water and light. But I have always had to end up paying, and this has cost probably around $3,000 to $4,000 at this point within the years, which doesn't sound like a lot, but most of these properties, your cash flow is like between $300 to $600 a month. So if you got to pay $1,000 at the end of the year, you just lost 3-4 months of cash flow. So that's a big mistake I have made ever since. What we have done is create a checklist. Once a property is being exited and the tenants are leaving, there's a checklist that my system does, and that is in it. And last but not least, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I have just not been strict enough with tenants. I'm naturally a nice person. I'm not the mean dude that's like, hey, no, pay, or I'm gonna go with with someone no, I'm not that person. So I usually give people some slack and I give them the benefit of the doubt because we screen our tenants pretty well. Before they enter our property, we check their credit, we check their income, we call references. Like we have something that we do before they get in. And so usually they're pretty freaking good tenants. And so I give them the benefit of the doubt. But almost 99% of the time, nice little Raul's left on his ass because he just let the tenants kind of slide. Oh, I'll leave next week. Oh, I'll pay you next week. Yeah, no need to put a 3-day notice. I understand I'm going to pay you, and then they don't. So no more Mr. Nice Guy. That is The third biggest mistake I have made as a landlord, it's happening to us right now. We bought a property in Spring Hill, Florida. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath with a pool, super nice house. And the tenant that's in there, we got it with the tenant, and we said, okay, you can stay 1 month and then you can go. And we had agreement. And 1 month went by. She's like, oh, I need another week. My kid, she's getting out of school. Okay, no problem. Didn't leave that week. It's been 2 months and the tenant is still in there. And it's just a Mr. Nice Guy thing. If I would have put the 3-day notice with an attorney, if I would have got an attorney involved in the beginning and just been a little bit more strict with our standards, we probably wouldn't be in this situation. So I don't wish that upon you. I know there's a fine line between being ethical and being strict, but if it's your business and your cash flow is $300, $500 a month, and you have a tenant that's, taking advantage, and it's kind of up to you, your decision. I'm not an attorney or I'm not giving you any legal advice, but I would say that's the mistake I have made. And since I will be more strict, unfortunately, and now I just got to be more strict on picking tenants and more strict on the process when we're going to accept or not accept. So if you like what you saw and you're interested in more real estate videos, please like and subscribe on this channel. We come out with 3 videos every single week. Tips, trick about wholesaling real estate, fixing and flipping houses, managing a team of millennials, you name it. We have it in the real estate investing space. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.